Okay, so what are we going to do for this project?
I don't know. Neoclassical theater is so boring.
There is no way to make this subject interesting.
It has to be 10 minutes? Ugh, this is ridiculous.
If only there was some way to make this cool.
So we could pass this class and be done with school.
As long as we get this project done.
Maybe along the way, we can have some fun.
Whoa,
Wait a minute.
that was pretty crazy.
Yo.
Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Group 4 on the track. It's neoclassicism, fool.
Here's what we
learned
in
in school.
Yo. Hold on to your hat and hold on to your pants. We're making our way to neoclassical France.
We're happening, as you will see. Let's go explore the 18th century. Before we get there, there's a guy you gotta know. An ancient Greek philosopher named Aristotle.
He had opinions on theater. Yeah, he had a lot to say. And some fancy French dudes took it pretty seriously.
Took his opinions on drama and made 5 rules. Got the boys together and they made a couple schools of thought, that is. They got some cash from the kings. All the top playwrights kissed the rich folks' rings.
Now, I gotta tell y'all something about Moliere. He did a lot of roasting and he didn't really care that he was banned by the church for heresy. So got coin from King Louis and he wrote another play.
Don Juan.
The offending play in question was called Tartuffe. The religious didn't like that he played and spoke the truth about hypocritical religion and their lame cliches shown by Tartuffe and his scheming ways.
Moliere might have been cheeky, but he followed the rules.
Purity,
unity, decorum,
and verisimilitude.
And in 5 acts.
One. New comedy, new drama. Damn, we're getting pretty spoiled. But you can't mix them together like water and oil. If it ain't one genre, they ain't watching. You do the math. I'm either here to cry my fucking eyes out or I'm only here to laugh. Yo, the dramatic form up in here is of the highest purity. They kept that shit unlocked like it bank security.
Did they even have banks back then? The Bank of France wasn't founded till 1800.
Just go with it. 2.
Don't go jumping back and forth in time and location. Unify your plotline for the entire duration. Scenes should flow smoothly from one to the next. Take things out of order and you'll get your shit wrecked.
3.
If you don't got decorum, you're sure to bore 'em. You need to exhibit good taste and propriety if you want to appeal to neoclassical society. Understand the decorum, know your role, and learn it. A king acts like a king, and a servant like a servant.
Sick of that fake shit. Sick of that fake shit. Not trying to be rude. Hit him up with a little verisimilitude. If I don't believe it can happen, I'll leave the theater screaming. Give me the appearance of real. Call it truth semen.
5. Play too long or too short will get you ass smacked. The format they were using told a story in 5 acts. Just like Shakespeare, they had to have 5. Don't stray from this number if you want your play to jive.
Thank the Italians for their stage design. It's pretty damn cool. So dope, people would hang out on it like the edge of a pool.
This is pretty close to what the stage looked like nowadays. Proscenium staging was the way they watched all the plays. Scene changes can be seen by all the brothers and sisters in full view of the audience. It's called a vista.
These big fancy sets were painted in perspective, showing depth and dimension in a way that was effective.
Right in front of the stage was a pit called the Parterre that the standing spectators were expected to shell. Behind the pit rose the amphitheater, raked at an angle so the views were sweeter.
Can't forget Racine, he made his crowning achievement. Phaedra was a pretty well-known myth, you better believe it. As it is said in the anthology by Norton, it's a tale of quasi-incestuous love, rejection, and misplaced retribution.
Boo.
Boo.
Of all dire things, now hear the worst. Only Phaedra's stepson quenches her raging thirst.
Phaedra, 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 can't you see? Your stepson don't want to sleep with thee.
Oh.
Ran off and accused him to your hubby the king. Should have known he wouldn't use scientific reasoning. Didn't find out the truth himself and paid the price. Banished his son for some bullshit. Now that ain't nice.
Aw man, that's so sad, oh gosh, oh gee. Guess that's why it's called a tragedy.
Good things for the good, bad things for the bad. That's how they taught the people, so don't get mad.
All neoclassical characters get their just desserts. Poetic justice. Justice, it feels good or it hurts.
Whose tragedies were better, Corneille or Racine? Pierre writes good, Jean writes clean. Corneille wrote plays painting men as they should be, but Racine's plays united place, time, action, and decency.
Lines had 12 syllables in Alexandrian verse. We ain't better do that. It sounds like it's the worst.
Bro, you literally just did that though.
Shh.
Sucks to be them, they couldn't pronounce their R's. They had rhymes, but we got bars.
Whoa. Yeah. When I say neo, you say classic. Neo.
Classic.
Neo.
Classic.
Classic. Whoa! Maybe neoclassical theater isn't lame.
Yeah.